How beautiful is that? Someone asked if that was me singing. It is not. I can't take credit for that voice. That is Mr. Bernard Dissect singing mofo from the Memphis Vocal Arts Ensemble. Welcome everyone on YouTube land. So for those who were here earlier, share this to you all if you can. For those who are not, excuse me. YouTube, there's links in this forum somewhere, if you're on a computer or phone, to share this to you all or to subscribe to my YouTube page. Donate button for my tour support, which is going to happen the first of the year. I'm going to do it regardless of what it takes. Tonight's presentation is Rebirth, the time for all things new. I have a fire, a passion, a drive, like many of us. Mine craves what I desire. I yearn for it. There's no way that when I set my mind, rather my heart, to something I want, choose, or experience, there's just absolutely no way it's not going to happen. When you live with that kind of conviction, every day of your life will be your birthday. You must celebrate your life. You must celebrate the birth of you. And it didn't happen however long ago when you were an infant that came out of your mother. Every day you are reborn anew. Every moment. We could take this down beyond the level of understanding to use the level of quarks, subatomic particles. You are being birthed every day. You are turning within yourself and regenerating new ideas, new information, new choices. Always. Always. It's infinite. It never started and it will never stop. I would like to review those lyrics that you just heard for this song, Angel of Love. They're very important to this presentation. Donnie, hi. Mark, hi. Jesse. Arvind, Darlene, Rena, Samantha. Jamie says, oh, wow, what a beautiful song. Yeah, right? You listen to this song. Jennifer, hi. If you know the lyrics at least once, and that way you can really pull them in so you don't have to think about hearing them, wow, you will lose your cookies. It was hard for me to contain myself when I came back on the air. Not that I had to. I wasn't ashamed of being emotional. It is such an amazingly beautiful song. It came from a heartfelt space when Bernard sang this. Cecilia, Melissa, Jennifer, William, Margie. So I want, here, Karen, I want to review those lyrics that you heard on the song. If you're just getting here, go back to the beginning of this presentation. I'm assuming 15 minutes. Once this goes into archive mode, and listen to the song Angel of Love. This is what it takes to be in a space of rebirth. The title of this presentation, Rebirth, time for all things new. Here are the lyrics. Angel of Love. She turned to me and told me life was not too easy. Unless you can let go. I lay surprised by the simpleness of her soul. We laid awake in a sea of uncertainty. She stayed with me for days because I needed love in so many different ways. And as I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she dried them too. The second verse. Angel of love, will you always be with me so I can let go? Reveal to me the beauty of your soul. I turned away. Her light was so blinding. It was the energy of her love. She said goodbye. and turned into a dove. Hello, Fran, Sister Fran, Becky. Hello, Michelle. So what this song lyric is about is falling so far inside of yourself that you lose absolutely all control. Not a little piece of it that you hang on to, all of it. Because you can bet that what you have not experienced possibly in your life up until that point that you do finally let go. The divine can never surface if you got something in your hand. You can't. It can only surface to the level that you are empty and free and ready to be reborn. Rebirth. It's my birthday, y'all. I'm 55 years old today. Actually, we are infinite, but I'm playing on the earth and I love the earth. And I'm offering my heart a gift to you. I don't want a gift. You are my gift. Your presence. Huh? Your present is my birthday present. I am so eternally grateful. I am going to do a 12-week course. I was going to start that 12-week course tonight on my birthday, but I won't. Well, I can't. I'm going to do it really soon. That 12-week course is titled Crossing the Bridge to the Soul. Being in that space. Many people have signed up. If you are interested, you must act now. It costs $20 for this book. You have to purchase this book. Because the teachings will come from my bestseller, The Divine Principle, Anchoring Heaven on Earth. I want you to become the anchor for heaven on this earth. Is that not the prophecy? That's what you deserve. And you too will celebrate your life, your birth, rebirth day. The other cost is going to be $80 for entry into the program. For $100, you will not, maybe you will, if you do introduce me to these people because I want to shake their hand. You will not find this level of teachings anywhere. Heck, I will even give you your money back after 12 weeks if you did not expand to the level that you feel satisfied and are full. How's that? You must contact me now. Because this book is going to take a week or so to come in. I want to sign it for you. You can always order it on Amazon, which is fine. The link is in this forum under the creations, centeroflightradio.com/creations. But if you order it from me, I can sign it. I can put some of my smell on it, my juju on it. I can pray over it. That way, when you open it up, you get to feel me, so to speak. Feel it. All the energy that's going to come out of this book when you crack it open. Let me look at my calendar. I'm going to play one more Lavender Soul song here shortly. Wow! It's called Divine Lover. I introduced this song on my last presentation. Michelle, if you are still here, I sent you a couple of Facebook inboxes because I love your work. And I would love to interview you, to use the word, or to have a dialogue with you on the air. That would be awesome. I like what you do, dear. Josh Haynes. Melanie says, no, it will make me cry. Hello, Steph. Well, I'm going to play that song. But also, let me look at my calendar because I got a very special announcement. You don't want to miss this. So Christmas is on the 25th on a Tuesday. So I'm thinking, I want your opinion. I know Christmas is a special night and everyone gets caught up. But then again, by the time Christmas is over, everybody's ready to chill after 6 p.m. Should I do this very special, Christmas special presentation on Christmas night? You know what? That's a ridiculous idea. I'm going to do a Christmas special on Christmas night. It is about the life of Christ that you may not know about because they don't want you to know. Or for whatever reasons on purpose, it was left out by Spirit. We're going to go to India, Persia, and Tibet. Those important missing years that you don't know about his life. Then we're going to I'm going to play you a presentation. It lasts about 40 minutes. I am not going to be the presenter. I'm going to play a video, but I am going to be in the room. And then I'm going to share with you an experience that happened to me 20 some odd plus, almost towards the 30. No, it was 35 years ago. I had an experience with Yeshua ben Joseph, Jesus, the Christ, about a future event. It was not a dream. It's told of in the divine principle. When you hear this, which will pale in comparison to the experience I had with my master. In short, I was out of my body, or actually I was conscious. He launched me out of my body and brought me to the future and showed me something about humanity. Oh my God. That's going to happen Christmas night. So I'm going to play one more song for Lavender Soul. We're going to get down into the thick of this presentation. Hello, Janie Markham, Addie, Tori Brandon Moore. All right, Miss Melanie, go get your hanky. This is the last song in the previous presentation that I put a image to from Lavender Soul, which is the soundtrack to The Divine Principle. It's about being reborn. Hence the title of this presentation, Rebirth. Time for all things new. It's my birthday, y'all. I'm 55. 5 and 5 is 1. 1 is always new beginning, and I am moving into that window. Divine lover, it's called. And when you treat your divine parent like you love her,
I will be with you always, until the end of time. You will never be alone. I am.
I feel you there beside me. All of my lives, all through my days, I've seen places far away.
and every moment by your own perceptions, your judgments, actions. Peace is a state of mind. Bliss is a state of heart. Heaven is a state of being.
Deep in my heart, I know you're there. I can always feel you guiding my life to see the light that will lead me to the truth. When I create, when I feel love, whenever I feel you with me, I celebrate times of my life. There is only you and me. For you are my mother,
My soul.
my divine lover. I celebrate times of my life. There is only you and me. Help me live.
That was for you, Melanie. All right, y'all. Welcome to the presentation. Let's get down to the thick of it. Center of Light TV. Why do I call it Center of Light TV? It's not a TV station. It's because I have a vision. I've done Center of Light Radio for 7 years. Achieved a listening audience of 5 million people. Not because, look at me, because I have a drive. And now I'm driving my automobile, this meat suit, this bag of bones, towards a TV idea for the Discovery Channel, A&E, whatever that channel is. Like Ghost Hunters, but in a spiritual context. To explore the world and look for God-realized men. Chinese masters, Hindu masters, shamans. And as for now, as of on my birthday, 11/30, 7/26/2018, am copywriting this idea. And I'm going to call it God Hunters or Avatar Hunters, the search for the truth. And it's going to be non-biased. My idea is myself and Mr. Steve Lancaster that we travel around and say, all we know is that there is a Tibetan Buddhist master in this temple. And give you the details of it. And we're not going to slide it or give it our opinion. Maybe after the experience behind the scenes, when the show would continue, Steve and I will go into a dialogue about what we experienced. This is my idea. I've been waiting to divulge this information with you. I'm divulging it now. It's my birthday gift to you. Fantastic idea, right? Everybody's saying yes. Love it, or I dig it. Excellent, right? All right, y'all, let's get down to the thick of this presentation. Why did I use the word thick? Let's get down to the presentation. All right, here we go. You must celebrate your life. You must celebrate the birth of you every day. I want to read you the definitions, a few definitions. Everyone knows that I'm big about definitions because it takes the argument out. You can no longer argue with what's being brought forth. The definitions, Webster's or whoever's, is our agreement for language. Definition of birthday. The anniversary of the day on which a person was born. It didn't say anything whatsoever about the anniversary of the day that you came into being. The definition is the anniversary of the day on which a person / let's use the word soul was born, typically treated as an occasion for celebration and the giving of gifts. The day of a person's birth. The definition of birth. Wow. The emergence. That's a very important word. The surfacing. The emergence of a baby or other young from the body, the Christ body, the body of its mother, Gaia, Mother Earth. Childbirth, delivery. I'm delivering something to you about birth and rebirth. The beginning and the newness of all things that are important. Nativity. This may not be the Jesus nativity, so don't be redonkulous about it. In my heart, this simple prop, which is also powerful, means the same thing as your prop. Whatever that means to you, that's powerful, magical, beautiful, and divine. You can bet, if I had a picture of Jesus right now or some sort of figurine, it would be there. But it's not there. But guess where it's at? Right there. It's always on my mind, so to speak. Hence the reason, on December 25th, the night of Christmas, I'm going to bring forth a presentation that is going to level you. Not level you like how cool Keith did. That's not what that's about. It's going to level you because you're going to feel heart, not my heart. I was the catalyst, the vessel for bringing through the sacred heart. Birthing. Let's move down to the definition of incarnate. Would you not agree that you have incarnated in this life? You have incarnated. And let's look at the definition that no one can argue with. Incarnate. In parentheses, it starts, especially of a deity or spirit. I'm not making this up. Get on Webster's. Especially of a deity or spirit, embodied in flesh in human form. The next part of that definition is God incarnate in human form, in the flesh, in physical form, in bodily form, made flesh. What this is saying simply is, if God is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, not only of your life, but of everything that has ever existed, exists now, and could ever possibly exist, which has never started, God is all that. And so if the Alpha and the Omega of your life is this 75 to 80 years if you're lucky, you are an incarnate because you came from the divine light and the divine source, and you hope, which you will, whether you hope or not, whether you believe that you will, return to the divine source. So between point and A, if you draw a straight line, it's all the same thing. So if God is the beginning and God is the end, when you draw a straight line, all you see is a linear experience of the one expression, yours, of the one creator universal soul, God. Embody or represent a deity or spirit in human form. The idea that God incarnates himself in man. Hence the prophecy of heaven on earth that we are talking about, birth and rebirth. There is no mirth or humor in this. This is literal. The prophecy of heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. What is that? It does not mean that Jesus is going to part the clouds and come down, trumpeted by and heralded by angels. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that the Christ consciousness is not going to be present on the earth. It means that it is going to exist within you. For how else can heaven on earth come about? If you are a peaceful individual doing what you love, and you are so blissful. Basically, your life is divine. You're living your God, your heaven on earth, because you're living in the peace and the space of that graciousness times the multitude of 8+ billion, or however many people are going to, quote, make it to be the expressions of the heaven on earth. We are called humans. Humans. If you're familiar with the religion of Eckankar, the word hue is synonymous with heaven. It is synonymous with God. Hue meaning God or divinity. Man is of the earth. Where does this go? Right back to what was just offered. Heaven and earth prophecy. Jesus was the way shower, the light, saying, follow my lead, so you can become that yourself. Seek ye the kingdom of God within. You will do not only what I do, but more. How is that possible? How can we do more than the Master himself? Because he told us that we will. That was then, this is now. Things have evolved. And they will evolve even greater once we become involved. So the Eckankar religion, the word hue is God, and man is of the earth. Hue man, hence the prophecy, heaven on earth. It's so amazingly, deliciously beautiful. Let me see who's here. Hey, Roxy. Amy Jameson in the house. Don Hickman, my friend. Thank you, Amy, for the birthday love. Amy says, I'm ready, brother. I need some spiritual fire. All right, y'all. I want to read you something which is the overview of what this presentation is about. I have no doubt, within or without, that a little later Spirit is going to give a shout out to you, because I'm going to fall inside. Everyone knows that when I do these presentations, I talk about a very sacred divine name, which is YahNahVah. Yah, heart, will, God. Nah, mind, intellect, discernment. Va, backbone, action. YahNahVah. I'm showing intention to connect to Creator in every primordial aspect. That which is the birther of all that exists. Birther, happy birthday, Keith's birthday, your rebirth day. You must celebrate your life every day. And I don't mean that, well, Keith, I do. I just live my life and things are good. That's not what I'm implying. What I'm implying is truly stop, pause, be still, and know that I in you am God. Stop and go, oh my God, I need to just celebrate today. Because today is my rebirth day. Sounds like simple words. The intention and the sincerity and the passion that you use, and you imbue that every day, will change your fucking life. So here's the message that my soul brought through last night. I was sitting down watching a movie. I had to get up. It was pressing on me. So I went outside. Since tonight's presentation is Rebirth, time for all things new. This is what Spirit YahNahVah brought forth. YahNahVah, the universal soul, does not take birth. Expressions of YahNahVah, which is all of you, do. Paradoxically, at the same time, the one universal soul is birthed every moment, but not as an ongoing series of linear events. I am talking eternity here. soul says. YahNahVah, the name of all our soul, is constantly turning, churning, yearning, and burning, sustaining infinite love for all with the effulgence of a billion suns, sifting, shifting, drifting, and forever lifting, creating new dimensions, realities, and expressions. You. Happy Rebirth Day, O children of light, for you will never grow old. You will only grow wise. Celebrate your precious life. Because it's bottom of the hour time, and I have to quote, pay bills, as they say in the entertainment world. Commercial break. I'm going to bring it back because really, again, all you have is free will, which always, in every moment, comes down to one simple choice.
Remember that all things are possible. You must choose to be accountable, responsible, enough to believe, and open your heart to receive.
Above and look at your life, and you see the life you live. Can you be surprised that it all turned out this way and not the way you planned? It's about what you know and what you understand. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Learn to follow that inner voice inside. That's the one that's telling you not to run and hide. See what your life could be when you visualize. It's about what you choose that you'll realize. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Now it's time for you to plan out your life. Seeing what you do by your own design. It's all up to you to make it what you can. It's of your own free will. What don't you understand? Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice.
It's really a choice. That's all you got. All you have is a choice. Every moment, all the time, for eternity. And every moment, all the time, for eternity. It's about continually wanting to right ourselves. To get out of unconsciousness that only brings trouble. Unconsciousness is basically trouble waiting to happen. I say these things all the time, not because I don't think you understand. It's because I love you. I want to say them so often that you begin to integrate these models, because these models are already who you are. These are just reminders of the bliss and the life that you came here to live. That's it. And so I bring these principles up often with the hopes of helping you to let the fuck go. Let go. You are not in control. Donald Trump is not in control. Hillary Clinton is not in control. The powers of this world, powers? That's a very loose quote, are not in control of this world. You, in fact, guess who's in control of this world? Not even God. Ooh, Keith, that sounds blasphemous. Good. Because I want to enlighten you to something other than what you have always been taught. God is not in control of this world. I'll tell you why. Because God does not exist in this world. He exists as the omnipresent spirit. But what I'm saying is God will never change your situation until you, me, the we of it all, decide to change our situation. So the one that is in control of this world is you. Because you can never control or understand or change the world with your mindset until you fall into the heart set and change yourself. That's the heaven on earth prophecy. Your Lord will never save you, ever. Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, Allah, check this out. You don't have to like me, and it's okay. The truth is not a tincture, band-aid, nor salve. It's a head knocker. It's a ball buster. It's a backbreaker. If it has to be. Nothing will change until you open yourself up to the possibility of divine change. Until then, Jesus does not save you. Krishna does not help you. Buddha does not help you. None of it. It's you. It's you. And when you understand that, and I don't mean understand that in the form of logic, it does start there. But when you drop it to here, to a space of absolute trust. Oh my God, I'm without a job right now. And I'm worried. It will never help you. Oh my gosh, I'm without a job right now and I'm concerned. Then you've stepped up to taking responsibility. Not only with your job, but also with your duty as a human being, not a human doing, a human being, Hugh, God, Ekankar religion, being of the earth, taking responsibility. Now you are empowered with change because you've opened yourself up to new ideas. Insanity will never, ever get you where you think you want to go. Because definitely it's never or will never serve you to think about where you want to go. You have to feel and be that very place and that very space to ever get to that place that is your rebirth day. Time for all things new. I don't make the rules. I don't. I've learned to shut my mouth. I've learned to state my opinion when I have to. And in fact, I got out of opinion. I'm not interested in opinion. When it comes to opinion, I'd rather keep my mouth shut. Unless it's a bunch of knucklehead guys hanging out, throwing ideas around because I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks or months. Opinions among opinions is called great conversation. Opinion held up against the truth is called ignorance. This is a very important piece of spiritual information. Hello, Mike Crutchfield. Hello, Mary, Elwood, Lisa. Melanie says, make a choice, y'all. Linda Martinez, as I say in South Louisiana. So I'm going to go inside. I'm going to play some music real quick. And I'm going to make the music robust and kind of like, primal. I want to feel that primal energy. One moment. Hello, Tiffany. Melanie says, uh-oh. Melanie, I hope it is such an uh-oh for me as well. I do. So tonight's presentation is Rebirth on my birthday, my 55th birthday. Rebirth, time for all things new. Oh, by the way, y'all, behind me, I treated myself today. I lit extra candles, implying birthday candles. But behind me is a birthday balloon. I actually bought myself a birthday balloon. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on. That thing right there. Brenda Smoke says, I'm ready for Keith to go into vessel mode. Tiffany says, hi, Keith. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. Tiffany, I am having a phenomenal birthday still. Thank you, precious. I literally have no idea. Many of you know that. This. When I go into vessel mode, what happens? It's always a blessing for me as well. Always. Be right back. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to go into spirit mode. What is spirit mode? We all live in spirit mode every day. I'm just basically showing an intention to go inside to touch an aspect of myself, ourself, where we are all connected. There is this young girl. Check this out. This is so amazingly beautiful. I want to give you a birthday gift, a re-birthday gift from me. There's this young girl from some years ago. She's probably a little older than that. Well, probably. She's older now. But she's very famous for summoning the whales. She lives on a beach, a coastal area, summoning the whales. And someone once asked her, "How do you call the whales?" She said, "I go to the place that exists within all of us, that we speak the same language." Because in this Stargate, in this place is Creator. Right? Kelly says, "Don't ever show one to a bird." That requires everyone to understand my spirit. Alana Smathers says, "My phone's going to die. I will watch the rest later. Thank you. Have a good blessings, dear. You're lovely. Thank you for joining me." Pri says, "I enjoy vessel mode." All right. So let's get down to vessel mode. I'm going through these motions as an intention to wind down, wind in, fall in. Tonight's presentation is Rebirth, time for all things new. This is happening to me. God bless you if it's happening to you. Dear ones, we find ourselves yet here again, as we have before. Don't get hung up on the before or the now or the after. It's not the way it works. That then and this now is the same thing. But yet we find ourselves on this night talking about birth, birthday, incarnate, rebirth. How delicious is that? And the fact that you will never, ever die. Ever. Never, ever die. But always have an ongoing opportunity to stay in try mode, hoping that one day you will receive and get to the conscious space of the mother lode. Mother lode. Mother lode. Mother is always about birth. Mother lode. My mother has everything for me. That's my lode. That is my spiritual abode. Is where you could / should operate from. Many of you, since you have been watching these presentations, now present or in the future, have watched the vessel go through many different transitions. And his mission is always to transition into new positions. Hopefully, you are living your precious life that you should celebrate as a new birth every day the same way. Because as said to you earlier, the soul does not take human form. The universal soul does not take human form. But ironically, paradoxically, the soul does take rebirth. Every moment the soul is reborn. Not in a linear fashion from moment to moment to moment. It's not how it works. We're talking eternity here, my dear. The soul is always turning within itself, turning, churning, yearning, and burning for new birth. This goes on forever in this endeavor because soul is so clever. It understands the universal primordial idea that the all is important to the singular. Singularly, are you willing to shift, lift, and adrift out of your small personality self into the beauty of what you are, into that which is the most important? You call it God. Guess what God calls it? Oh my God, this is hitting me so hard. You call that which is most important God. God calls that which is most important you. If you understood or can feel, if you're empathic, the energy and the bliss that is moving and expressing itself in the vessel right now, you have done it. Son of a gun it, you have done it. You all deserve this experience and this reality. To live in the principalities and beyond. As your poet Buzz Lightyear has said, to infinity and beyond. Today happens to be the birthday of the vessel. 11/30/1963. He's 55 years old. But trust me, as soul wants to impart to you, this is not about the vessel. This is actually more about you than it is the vessel. Because the vessel does not require a birthday celebration to celebrate his life. He's imparting to you and darting to you the urgency and the emergence of your own soul. That which is ancient and forever old, but which is forever new if you allow it to be a part of you. And understanding, accepting, allowing, and appreciating and expressing this is what you must do to be a part of the clue which is coming down the recent timeline for you. The window is opening for those who believe. The window is closing for those who deceive. What will you do to retrieve your experience, dear one? Are you a clear one that hears and understands and expresses and confesses all that you know to be you? Are you vulnerable? Are you naked in the light? You are naked in the light, but are you willing to understand and express yourself? And allow yourself to experience your own vulnerability, your humility. Basically, soul is asking you, can you okay your way through being scared to death? And when you do, you will take that rebirth, birthday, celebratory breath. I am alive. Dear Lord, I'm alive. I don't have to contrive anymore to soar to a place that is in such a divine space. Over and over and over, like a four-leaf clover, Spirit will offer you your lucky charm if you take in this strong arm of the soul and simply be a divine child again. Get back into your innocence. Play as you do. Play as the children around you do. Remember who you are. For there is no bar ever set higher than your desire to get out of the quagmire and back into your divine fire. And so hopes for you that in this you aspire. Happy, celebratory, delicious birthday to all of you. Again, that is really up to all of you. Something is transpiring now all around you and within you. But within you first, and then all around you second. And don't hesitate for a second that you are not being spoken to or be awoken to. This sounds like nonsense. And you put it aside, and guess what happens? The same old insanity that takes you absolutely nowhere. Nowhere. Separate the space between them and becomes now here. Dear, do you hear what is being said to you, offered to you, lovingly brought forth? You are no different than the vessel. The vessel is no different than you. We're the same. So here's many of you on levels you may not even know that you're expressing. But why is my life not as blissful as the vessel or many of those around me? And so tells you to give you a lift. It is, dear one. You're just not aware of the parallel of another expression of your own self. That is so close. It's right there. And all it requires from you is to lean into it. Some or you may call that a past or a future life. Either way, it's that plane of existence that exists within you that simply is without strife. Everything is happening now. Do you understand the wow factor of it all? To whatever level you do, masturbate is the word soul brings forth. Why? That soul was brought forth because it caught your attention. But it is very literal in its sense. Because it's very dense. Masturbate, meaning I want more of it. I have to have it. I have to stroke, to use your word, myself. Bring myself to a space of ecstasy and bliss, and orgasm and climax to ever understand the climactic point of view of your own essence. Effervescence. Though that sounded so blasphemy, you're the one that's living in a space of being anemic. Anemic of iron, as you say in the human way. As to why you may have bruises. Are you done with bumps and bruises? Are you anemic? Are you done with that? Because the essence of who you are is the one that always loses. Until you begin to stroke the fire of who you are and bring that back into your life. Basically, metaphorically, triple entendre, play with yourself. You can take this out of context all you want. And all you will find for yourself is shame on you. And if you do, shame on you. Live back in your innocence. You are your innocence forever and always. But are you always in your innocence consciously? Play with yourself. Play with your life. It's all meant to make you feel good. It's truly about touching yourself. Touching yourself. Like it or not, no matter what you believe, no matter what you deceive, there is absolutely nothing else. There's nothing else. There is no shame. There is no blame. There is no pain. There is no gain. All it is about you. And about you, dear one. Move into this place. Surrender. And I swear to you, as the divine essence of who you all are, you, again, at last, will become the rock star. As to why there are so many beings from all around the universe on every dimensional bandwidth visiting your earth, basically. Actually, that's not what they're doing. They're visiting you, not as a collective, but the singular. It's you. It's you. They want to be every part of you. This is your birthday via the vessel, who is 55. 5 plus 5 is 1, which is new beginning. 55. Are you not yet again, after eternity, again alive? Strive. Reach for the golden ring. And begin to sing your life song. Live again. For you are precious. Celebrate your life every fucking day. So loves you. Get out of dismay. Be the example and display your light to everyone starting this night with all of your might. Feel people in their plight. Just be the love that you are. Don't give a rat's ass about what people think. Be the light. I love you.
Trust that I will guide you in whatever you do. Just remember to breathe and do your very best to live in love, give in love, be in love, and love you shall receive.
in my heart. So I'll breathe, breathe and expand myself to know there is no one else but me and God. She turned to me and told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. I lay surprised at the simpleness of her soul. Wasting away in a sea of uncertainty. She had stayed with me for days. I needed love in so many different ways. And as I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me. Never leave. Never leave. Don't let go. Hold me. Never leave. Never She turned to me, told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. Reveal to me the beauty of your soul.
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ओम गम गणपतये नमः। ओम गम श्रीं लक्ष्मी गणपतये नमः। गुरुमध्ये स्थितं विश्वं विश्वमध्ये स्थितो गुरुः गुरुर्विश्वं न चान्योस्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। विश्वश्रीनिवास गुरुदत्तं विश्वश्रीनिवास गुरुदत्तं विश्वऋषीश्वर हृदयनिवासं विश्वऋषीश्वर हृदयनिवासं विश्वश्रीनिवास गुरुदत्तम् अपरूपं परमाद्भुतरूपं